And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and... We hope this St. Patty's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're dialing up some NBA action for you here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Flag is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Slim in at the 1. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back over to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. You look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic, Doris. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, B.A. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything can happen.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time.
Now Ingram. He played a great game against San Antonio. Stolen by Miller. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Slim. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. Collins with the rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Here's Ingram. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
The crafty play there by Ingram, using the pull-up jumper to beat the defense.
Slim, pass to Embiid, shoots from 12. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Wallace, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Ingram on the wing. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Miller outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Embiid, a screen on Edwards. Here's Miller. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Collins with a screen on Miller. Ingram against Miller. Ingram, the pass to Collins. To the inside. Embiid with a steal. Here's Slim. Watched by Wallace. Embiid misses. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Z. Left side, Edwards. And it's Flag with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And Embiid gets the double team. There's a screen. Here's Slim. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
Here's Slim. Watched by Wallace. Miller on the wing. Gets the 3 ball to go. Miller's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Collins. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long K.
What an answer by John Collins. The 3 responses on time.
Here's Slim. Watched by Wallace. Now here's Embiid. And stolen by Edwards. And here's Ingram. Pass to Z. Now Edwards launches a 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Aldama, the pass to Slim. And it's Z with a rebound. The Hawks lead by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And here's Ingram outside. Here's Z. And that one is hammered home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Raptors trail by 7. Here's Flag. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Miller, the pass to Embiid. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Collins. It's Edwards with a drive. Here's Z, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We approach the playoffs. Let's see how the East is looking. You look at Atlanta, final stretch of the season. They've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up. And, of course, there's the Raptors. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Well, right now for Toronto, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Marshall. And again, Toronto, no good. Atlanta leading by 11. Down low. Here's Collins. Excellent D there from Marshall. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Anthony outside. Pass to Thompson. Here's Marshall. To the middle. To stop the drought. Oh, Clark with the slam.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Edwards looking for an opening. The three-pointer off the mark.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Stolen by Collins. Wallace with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. And here's Wallace. Edwards a screen on Thompson. Wallace, the pass to Z. Three-pointer. Clark grabs the board. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Raptors. 9-point game. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
ABA, John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it from three right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Back to you.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Wallace, the pass to Edwards. They get it again. Back to Wallace. Inside, Z. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And here's Clark for three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Last month. Here's a look at the big men who have shot the ball the best from outside the arc. A growing trend in today's NBA. Harrison Barnes, third.
And we all love to talk about floor spacing. Well, this group of bigs provide exactly that, which is what makes them so special.
You know, and that causes all sorts of matchup problems for an opponent. Just the threat of one of them getting hot from three-point range affects the defensive game plan.
Marshall on the wing, covered by Ingram. Marshall passes to Anthony. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
Now you have to stay with the play when you feel contact because you get a chance for maybe a three-point play. In this opportunity, free throw coming from Mr. Cole Anthony.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
And Anthony drops them both. And it's Atlanta's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Richards. Back to Tsumu. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Raptors trail by 8. Thompson passes to Anthony. Hartenstein a screen. Anthony misses. The Hawks shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Back to Tsumu. Now here's Ingram. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Tsumu is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Richards in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Slim. He's covered by Tsumu. Stripped it away. Trent outside. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Clark. And there's the lob. Picked it out of midair. Tsumu up top. Guarded by Miller. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Orlando Magic. And then on Monday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the Boston Celtics. Embiid, he's checked in for Clark. Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Flag. Now Embiid, covered by Richards. Here's Flag. It's stolen by Ingram. Tsumu on the wing. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
That free throw misses. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
And the second free throw is good.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Ingram against Miller. And that one's good. Ingram.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Slim, pass to Embiid. And here's Miller, guarded by Trent. And here's Flag outside. The rebound by Atlanta. This game against Toronto is the first time they've met this year.
They won the season series last year, and on paper, it looks like they should do it again.
Outside Ingram. 5 on the clock. Pass to Richards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Atlanta shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
One shot.
Raptors trail by 16. Aldama outside. There's a screen. Miller outside. There's the triple. And it's Z with a rebound. Z's got rebound number 7 tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
For Toronto, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Pick by Aldama. They need this. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 8.
Oh, how about the mindset from Brandon Miller? You make a 3, I'm coming right back at you.
Back to Edwards. Toronto grabs the miss. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Embiid, a screen on Edwards. Stolen! To the inside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they're really working the paint now.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Get it live and give a big welcome to your host, Squad. It's the Hard Squad.
He's checked in for Richards, and it's Wallace in for Trent. Here's Slim. No points so far. Miller outside. Toronto passing it around. Here's Aldama. And again, Toronto, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Wallace, the pass to Ingram. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Pass to Aldama. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. The Hawks in second.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Toronto making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Z. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Raptors trail by 20. Here's Slim. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. To the paint. Edwards finds Ingram. Collins with a screen on Miller. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Toronto making a switch here. Marshall's checked in.
Boy, guys, when he's at his best, John Collins can be an impact player at both ends of the floor. There's a lot of things this young guy does well.
Here's Slim. Watched by Wallace. Slim, pass to Miller. No good. Unable to win this run. Atlanta leading by 23. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Brian, back over to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
Well, Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
Pass to Z. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. And it's flagged with a rebound.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
From downtown, and Miller good for 3. Miller's got 11 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Ingram against Miller. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram, exceptional at skying up for slams.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
It's time to get down to business. Let's do it.
change here. Barnes is checked in. Toronto making a switch here. Thompson against Barnes. Anthony outside. Back to Thompson. Takes the three. And it's Z with a rebound. Z's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Shot from 12. Rebound Toronto.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, you can count on Hartenstein to run the floor. Just sprints out ahead and gets an easy bucket.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Edwards. Anthony grabs the board.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The 11-footer. The rebound by Atlanta. Z's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Edwards finds Barnes. Wallace outside. They set a pick. Takes a three. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
3 shots. 3 shots.
No good on the free throw. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Barnes. Clark is checked in for Toronto. Good on the second one.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And he nails the third. Raptors trail by 20. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Dosunmu with it. Pass to Edwards. From downtown, Anthony grabs the board.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
And here's Clark for 3. He buries it from 3. Clark's got 8.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Now Dosunmu. Pass to Z. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Clark. Miller on the wing, guarded by Edwards.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Z shot is good.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they pulled out in front.
Anthony outside. Pass to Thompson for 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Now here's Collins, guarded by Marshall. Dosunmu outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Wallace, the pass to Z. Puts it up from 15. Anthony grabs the board. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Edwards against Miller. 6 to shoot. Shoots over to Sumu. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
And taking a look at Atlanta, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Hawks.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Slim, still without a bucket. So for Toronto right now, Santi Aldama out there with flag. Then it's Miller, then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Slim in at point guard.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Pass to Ingram. The shot by Z, no good. Raptors trail by 12. To the left side wing. Miller outside. And here's Aldama. Here's Slim. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Wallace. Atlanta leading by 12. Outside Ingram. Miller pulls it in.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Here's Slim. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Wallace. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Wallace has got 7.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Aldama outside. Embiid high post. Shoots from 12. And it's Z with a rebound. The Hawks lead by 12. Wallace, the pass to Ingram. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
Yeah, hard-nosed play from Ingram. Getting in tight and forcing the defender into a mistake.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Both free throws good from Ingram.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Slim, pass to Embiid.
Number 2, team first.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Screen by Embiid. Here's Miller. No good on the triple. The Hawks lead by 14. Collins outside. Back to Wallace. And here's Ingram from the arc. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Caught off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Leaderboard showing which rookies have had the most assists since the All-Star break. Cooper Flagg is second.
You see the progress as the season's going on. His command of the offense just continues to grow.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Slim. Watch by Wallace. Slim, pass to Aldama. Here's Slim. Shot clock at 6. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Screen by Embiid. Shot to stop the run. And it's Z with a rebound. Z's got his 16th rebound on the night. Wallace, the pass to Collins. Back to Wallace. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor. And it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Slim. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
Ingram against Miller. And count that! 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
The ball's knocked loose. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Here's Collins. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for your Hawks, shooting one.
Free throw is good from Collins.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
For Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Slim. Watched by Wallace. And there's a 3-second violation. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 19-3 run. Edwards, the pass to Collins. Back to Edwards. Here's Z. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Here's Z. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Collins outside. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Yeah, that's Brandon Miller using his length to affect the shooter.
Toronto passing it around. Hartenstein with a screen on Ingram. Lets it fly. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 13.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Ingram against Miller. From 9 feet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Brandon Miller.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. And he makes the first. Mark is checked in for Toronto. Klay Thompson comes in for Miller. Both free throws good from Ingram.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Slim pass to Thompson. They set the screen. Here's Flag. The 3 is up. Rebound Atlanta. Collins has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Rebound Toronto. Flag's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Wallace outside. Tries the spin move. Outside Edwards. Pass to Ingram. Fires from 14. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Here's Slim. Now here's Thompson. No good on the 3. Wallace outside. That shot off. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Clark. And that's good from 17 feet. Clark's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Outside Ingram. On the take. Here's Z. And And he goes big with the dunk, right over Isaiah Hartenstein.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Fires, high post. Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten all three from downtown so far in the second half. Collins with a screen on Thompson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Edwards against Thompson. Hartenstein a screen. Thompson passes to Clark. And here's Flagg outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wallace outside. From behind the arc. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. He's gone 3 of 4 from the line. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Hawks, timeout. Make some noise for your ATL dancers.
In for Collins. Dosunmu comes in for Brandon Ingram, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Edwards. And he's good on the first of 3. And he sinks the second. Richards is checked in for the Hawks. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Raptors. And here's Flagg outside. That shot, no good.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Now here's Richards. Clark covers. Wallace outside. Over Flagg. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson passes to Marshall. Thompson against Trent. Clark with a screen on Trent. Oh, Thompson from deep 3-point land. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Dosunmu, the pass to Richards. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Clark, the pass to Anthony. Back to Clark. Rebound Atlanta.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Thompson with a steal. Here's Flagg. 6 points for him. Anthony left side. Pass to Clark. Anthony right side. Here's Flagg. He's covered by Dosunmu. Shot clock at 3. And that one's good. Flagg's got 8.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
And here's Richards. Back to Dosunmu. Let's go with a 3. Second chance effort. A nice shot by Richards. Richards has gotten 4 this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Anthony, the pass to Thompson. Anthony outside. The 3. Good D by Wallace. Trent for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Harrison Barnes out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Dosunmu. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Toronto shooting just 35% from the floor. Now here's Anthony. He's covered by Dosunmu. Anthony in the post. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Pass to Okogie. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Dosunmu on the wing. He's checked by Plumlee. Off target with the 3.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Gordon against Trent. Gordon outside. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Okogie. Plumlee pulls down the board. And it's Anthony with the ball for Toronto. They have yet to score here in the 4th. Gordon against Trent. Here's Plumlee. Oh! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Now a timeout called by Atlanta. checked in for Toronto.
You dance team. One more time, fans. Get up and make some noise for your ATL dancers.
The Hawks have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. And here's Richards. Dosunmu outside. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Trent. And Atlanta misses again. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Anthony, the pass to Najee. Now Zeller, covered by Richards. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
Gordon outside. Anthony, the pass to Zeller. To the inside. Nice shot by Okogie.
Wow, look at the footwork from Josh Okogie. Great stuff near the bucket.
Trent against Anthony. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the middle. Another steal. And it's Trent penetrating. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass on the layup.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
The Raptors shooting around 35% from the field so far. Now here's Gordon. He's covered by Dosunmu. Takes the 3. Gordon can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Okogie, the pass to Richards. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Trent. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Toronto. Gordon left side. Anthony. The rebound by the Hawks. Richards has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. Okogie, the pass to Dosunmu. Now Trent. Richards with a screen. Goes up on the wing. They get it back. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Anthony in the post. Guarded by Trent. Gordon outside. To end the drought. Doesn't go for him. Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Down low. It's intercepted. And now the Raptors on the break. Ahead. Here's Najee. And the finish on the break with the slam.
We have seen more than just a willingness from Cole Anthony to share the basketball. We've seen a real aptitude in this regard.
Trent, the pass to Richards. Back to Trent. Dosunmu on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
BA, you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen them. The tough shot making's ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
And he knocks down the first one. The Hawks making a switch here. Woods checked in. Toronto also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Zeller. Aldama comes in for Najee. And Miller subbed in for Gordon. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Raptors have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Marshall outside. Five to shoot. Inside. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Okogie, guarded by Marshall. Now here's Dosunmu. Clock at 4. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Pass to Okogie. They set the pick. The 3 hits a 3-pointer.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And so Anthony will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Larson with a rebound. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Okogie. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, be aggressive and leave no doubt. Josh Okogie up on the finish.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Miller can't get it to go. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Trent up top. It's Barnes on the wing. And a fast break now for the Raptors. They get the rebound. That one's good for 2.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
There's a screen. Larson with the bucket. Larson's got his first bucket in this one.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Anthony against Trent. Anthony, the pass to Marshall. Picked by Aldama. Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. Over Barnes. Tries again. And Hartenstein with the lay-in.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
Pass to Larson. Count that bucket. Larson's got 4 points this quarter. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Here's Miller. Unloads. And the jumper is good. And that's 17 points for Brandon Miller.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Okogie, the pass to Garza. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hawks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year. And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Z.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
And so here is Toronto. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pick by Aldama. Anthony, the pass to Aldama. Fires the three. Rebounded by Trent. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to present our player of the game.